Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, and in this video on articles, we are going to solve some questions and we are going to discuss all the important concepts which are required to solve the questions on articles. This video is very interesting and very important for you all. So kindly go through all the questions and try to solve them with me, okay? So let's start the video. The question here is, fill in the blanks with a suitable article. So that means we will be taking up some sentences which will have one or two blanks and we are supposed to fill these blanks with a suitable article. So the first sentence is, do you see dash blue sky? Okay, so just pause the video and write down your answer. So we know that with all these words which represent something unique, we have to use the definite article. So what will we say? We'll say that do you see the blue sky? Okay, so the is the correct answer over here. Let's move ahead now to the second question. He is not dash honorable man. Write down your answers. Okay, so I hope you're done. And the clue lies here in this word. Don't get confused with this H because when we say honorable, we give the sound or we produce the sound of O. O is a vowel. So as I have already told you, whenever you have any vowel sound in a word, you have to use an over there. So you'll say that he is not an honorable man. We can now talk about the third question. Yesterday, dash European called at my office. Okay, let's take this up now. Yesterday, dash European. So as we discussed in the second question, just look at what the sound of this word is. When you say European, you produce that Y sound, Y-O-U, European. So that means you have to use a over here. Again, please don't get confused with this E. Okay, just look at the sound. So you say, yesterday a European called at my office. That is pretty simple and we'll move ahead now. Alright, so this sentence has two blanks. No worries, we'll discuss this. Dash Ganga is dash sacred river. Take a minute and solve the question. Alright, so I suppose you are done now and let's look at the first blank first. If you remember, then I told you that before the names of all the rivers, you have to use an article. And which was that article? That is what you need to know. Okay, so the correct answer over here is the. You use the definite article before the names of rivers. Moving ahead, the Ganga is dash sacred river. So now we know that rivers are something which can be counted. River is something which is written in the singular form in the sentence. So something which can be counted and something which is in the singular form will always take a with it. The next question is, French is dash easy language. Now language is a singular countable noun and it is preceded by an adjective, and this adjective is also a word which gives us the sound of a vowel. So we simply say French is an easy language. The next up is, which is dash longest river in India. So the clue in this sentence is this word longest. As I have already told you that before any superlative word or before any adjective which is written in its superlative degree, you have to use the definite article. So you say, which is the longest river in India. Moving ahead to the next question, Sri Lanka is dash island. So when you look at this sentence, you see this word island. Island has a vowel sound. So you simply say Sri Lanka is an island. Now there is something which I want to add over here. Don't get confused with this word Sri Lanka and don't mix up that rule which says that you have to use the before groups of islands. Okay, you have to use an article before this word, not before this word. Okay, so try to differentiate both the cases. We can now move ahead to the next question which says, let us discuss dash matter seriously. So this question now talks about some particular matter. Okay, now this is some matter about which the speaker also knows and the listener also knows. So we can very clearly understand that this is a case of a very particular or specific matter. And the use of definite article is to specify or to talk about all these particular things. So you simply say, let us discuss the matter seriously. Next question here is, India is one of dash most industrial countries in Asia. So in this question, there are two things which I have to tell you. The first is this particular phrase, or in fact I should say this particular phrase. Whenever in a sentence you have one of written there, so this means now you are talking about a particular phrase which will always have a plural noun in it. So the first thing is that with one of, you have to use a plural noun. Okay, the next thing over here is that we have a superlative word and we know that before superlatives, we have to use the definite article. So we say, India is one of the most industrial countries in Asia. I hope this is clear, and please remember this construct, one of, which will always take a plural noun. The next question is, I first met him dash year ago. So most of you must be thinking that when we pronounce year, we produce the E sound. That's correct. We produce the E sound, but this is an exception and we simply say a with ear. If there are number of ears specified, then that is a different case. But when you talk about a particular year or in a general sense, then you simply say a year ago and don't say an year ago. Okay? So I hope these 10 questions are clear to you, and the next section of this video is very important and very interesting for all of you. The question is, which of the following is correct with respect to grammar and usage? So you have a particular sentence which has a blank with it, and you have to fill this blank with the correct option from here. Go through all the 4 options and select the correct one. So I hope you're done now. Mount Everest is dash. Let's look at the options. The highest peak in the world, highest peak in the world, one of highest peak in the world, one of the highest peak in the world. Okay, so first of all, let's look at the first option which says the highest peak. So over here we have the superlative word which is preceded by the, and this entire phrase is absolutely correct. Okay. The next option, highest peak in the world. This does not have the definite article, so this goes incorrect. And the third option, one of highest peak. This has 2 problems, as I have just told you that one of will take peaks and highest will take the with it. So this is eliminated. One of the highest peak. Again, this peak should be peaks. So what does this mean? That the correct answer should be A, the highest peak in the world. And why did I tell you that this question is interesting? Because of this. I hope that now you can see that this is a previous year question. This was asked in GATE 2016 in the ECME Set 1. See, there is nothing new in this question. We have already done all the concepts. We have already done the concept of superlatives. We have already done the concept of one-off. So if you go through the lecture seriously, you can easily mark the correct answer. Let's move ahead to the second question. The question remains the same. Which of the following is correct with respect to grammar and usage? The man who is now municipal commissioner worked as dash. Let's look at the year, and this is again GATE 2016 EECS Set 1 and 2. Alright, take a minute, look at the options and mark the correct answer. So I hope that you're done. The correct answer should be, I think that you have marked it correct, and the correct answer over here is B, a security guard at the university. So we know that security guard refers to a person. This is a singular countable noun. So that's why you have taken a over here, and since you're talking about some specific university, you can say the over here. Okay, now why do I say that this is a specific university? Because we are talking about a specific person. So if we know that who this person is, then we definitely know that where did he work earlier. I hope these questions are clear. I suggest that you go through the concepts once and solve some more questions as well. That's all for the video. Please keep practicing and keep studying. Thank you.